so sorry. I got UFC 5 recently, and I know it's not new or nothing, but it's new for me. And yeah, I'm late. I'm sorry. I also did some work today. I was doing, I did a Darth Vader commission. It came out pretty cool. But yeah, today we're going to be doing a tutorial on anatomy. So I need to bring up the live stream so I can see your comments, but also I need to put some music on so we can kind of listen to some stuff. I almost threw up just now. That was disgusting. That was a table, I promise. Alright, I'm bringing up the live stream right now. That way I can see what we're talking about. Alright, the live stream is now activated on my screen. Now, we start figuring some stuff out. I'm going to go ahead and put these markers away while I wait for people to go ahead and join in. Happy Monday. If you don't like Monday, then fuck today. Tomorrow's Tuesday and we got that to be happy about. You know what I'm saying? I need to stop cursing so much. For the children, at least, you know? Because there are some kids that are going to be coming to my channel to learn stuff. And, like, I got to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a little responsible. At least. Bro, my markers are dying. I was coloring Darth Vader. And these browns and blacks and grays are dying, dude. It's no bueno. No bueno. Take these two as the last ones. Wow. There we go. Shit. What's up? Today we're going to be talking about anatomy. We're doing the male anatomy today. Let me turn this down. I don't have my headphones connected today, so that might be super loud. Waiting for some more people to join in. Still no XP. Let's get a piece of paper going. Hopefully we get a good little bit of people in today since we're doing a tutorial, a live tutorial. I feel like we should get some people in here. Let's see what happens. There's someone else now? Heck yeah. Hello, everyone who is joining. My name is Juan Rodriguez. I go by Juan Anthony. And today we're going to be doing an anatomy tutorial on the male anatomy. And if you guys want a female anatomy tutorial for you Lagooners, you're going to have to subscribe and join me in another video because I wanted to show you guys everything I know how to do. So, with that being said, we are waiting for some more people to go ahead and join in here, and we'll get started. You like females? I like females too. They're particularly fun, good looking. They're amazing. They're great. They make babies somehow. It's cool. Alright, we're gonna try to fix this a little bit. There we go. Because I don't want that laptop in the way there. I don't want that laptop showing. I think for today's video, we'll go ahead and grab a number 8 and probably let that be it, honestly. I do need to go ahead and sharpen these pencils while we wait for some more people. Hello, everyone. I see more people are joining in. We're going to be doing a tutorial today. And I'm sorry I didn't post a video today either, you guys. I had people over this weekend and stuff, and I just didn't get any work done. I had my cousin here, and yeah, I didn't get anything done this weekend. So apologies. But it's all good. I got a cool video for you guys tomorrow. We're going to time-lapse the Ninja Turtle stuff and release that soon. But I did a special commission this weekend. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and release that tomorrow. I went ahead and recorded it while I drew it. So we'll have a cool little video for us to go out on the YouTube tomorrow at 10 a.m. So for anyone who doesn't know, I do daily live streams Monday through Friday. And I do videos Monday through Friday as well. And is my friend still at my house? Yeah, he's still here. We're playing UFC all day. And Dead Island 2. But yeah, I drew Darth Vader. And I recorded it. So that's going to be out tomorrow by 10 a.m. So be ready for that, you guys. Now, for materials, you know, you can get yourself a kneaded eraser, or you can grab a regular eraser. It doesn't matter. You can go with 2 light color pencils and a regular pencil. And you know what? That's all we're going to use today, because some people don't have these pens. So we're not going to use the pen. Yeah, I don't have my headphones today, so that was loud. All right, we got about 4 people in here. Damn. We lost someone, guys. We lost somebody. All right, but let's go ahead and get started, because this isn't going to be a very long live stream today, I don't think. I think today's going to be pretty slow, since it is going to be a tutorial. I don't think it's going to be too long. We can do some talking and stuff for a good bit if you guys want to. If you got any questions, feel free to ask me. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial video. And I'll show you guys how to do a superhero body first. And then I'll show you guys how to do a male torso. Oh, that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about male torsos. So we will go ahead and get a marker. And right here, we're going to put it at the top of our paper. Male torso. Tutorial. So if anyone joins, there we go. Why are you not focusing? Streaming upsets me for life. What's up, Carnage? How's it going? Happy Monday. Unless you don't like Monday. In which case, you know, fuck today. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Alright, so, little artist peoples, whoever's watching. Again, for materials, you know what? We'll go ahead and write that down too, because why not? We gotta wait for some more people to come in here. So we're gonna go ahead and get a marker here. And we're gonna go ahead and put down, just give me a marker. Just give me a marker. I'm saying just give me a marker as I'm looking for a specific marker. I'm stupid. All right, so get a marker here. Materials. You need 2 color pencils. Erasers, a piece of paper, or you know, just drawing your mom's wall, whatever you want to do. papers with 2 pieces, and that's it, right? And then 1 regular pencil. All right, that's about it. That's all you need. That's all you need to be a successful person today. How was your day so far? My day's been all right. I've been chilling. I've been playing UFC all day. I still got my homie over here with me, so we've been playing video games nonstop. He got me into NBA 2K, so that's cool. But then EA decided that they didn't want it on Game Pass, or at least the Game Pass I have, so I can't play it no more. Which is okay, because I wasn't great at it, but it was making me mad. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. So there's 2 ways to do this, right? So we're going to do over here, number 1, superhero chest. And we'll go ahead and touch up on like arms and stuff like that. And over here, we're going to do a standard physique. All right. So, now that that's said, let's grab your papers, grab your pencils, or, you know, find a nice clean spot on the wall that your mom's not gonna yell at you for. And so for a basic superhero chest, I'm not gonna draw a face, right? I'm not gonna draw a head. I'm just gonna draw, you know, neck, shoulders, arms. I'm not gonna do hands or anything. I hardly want to do arms, but, you know, we'll figure it out. So, for a superhero chest, you do want to start, obviously, with the chest. Now, cut that in half. We'll have a center line right here in the middle. Now, you do know that I like to use action figures and stuff like that. And so the way that we're going to go ahead and separate this here is boom and boom. Right there. Pretend that there's a little socket here and a socket here right there on the center lines. With that being said, you can go ahead and put a guideline right here. That's going to be the bottom of your torso. This is going to be the top of your torso. Okay? We'll go ahead and move this a little closer so you guys can see. Now with that being said, there would be a neck here, ideally. And this top of the rectangle turns into the trap muscles. Like so. As you can see right there. Now from this circle here to this center line, I'm going to recommend that you go ahead and just connect it like this. Same thing here on this side. You want to have them like about the same length right here. And then the center, you draw a standard circle. Underneath that circle, you'll draw a triangle, because that's going to be your pelvis. Or, you know, this hip portion of the action figures. And this here is signifying the upper torso area. So I'll go ahead and take this off of Otis here. He's going to be our fabulous, sexy model today. Because, you know, who doesn't like that face there? So, we have our torso here. We have a circle here. We're not going to make him fat. But that's just to prove that this is this part here. We have the chonies, the hip area right there. And so now all we're going to do is we're going to get this. We're going to get all the way down to that circle. Same here on this side. Trace it all the way down to the circle. Right here. You just connect to your hip bones. Like that. And I'll show you how to mess with that more here in a bit. So how are we looking? Doing good? Doing all right? Any questions so far? Feel free to rewind. feel free to ask some questions. So, starting with the circles here and here, we're gonna go ahead and come out with this triangle shape like so. And you can even come inwards like that. It doesn't matter. All right? Either way, it'll work out. So I like to go like that. So you can see here, there's that triangle shape. Elbow, I like to put it around the hip, just a little bit above it. And then the hand would fall right here at the pelvis area, like so. Okay. Now, with that being said, I don't want to get into the arms too much, right? Because I could release an arm tutorial for that. But we're gonna go ahead and get this portion of that chest there and bring it out, as well as this portion right here. And this is just outside of that oval. We're gonna bring it down to our guideline right there. Now, you are more than welcome to leave it just like that if you really want to. For like a, if you're going for like a Bruce Timm art style. So that's like the old school Justice League cartoons, or like the old school Batman animated series. That's who Bruce Timm is. He does all that. And if you wanted to do that, you can bring it a little bit lower right there and then drop it down to that hip. And same here on this side. Try to match it up a little bit and then drop it down like so. Perfect. So what I like to do, now that we got that, on this upper guideline, we'll drop it down like so, and that will be his collarbones. So we got collarbones, we got the side of the pec right there, and we can go ahead and add a little bit of definition right here with the little triangle that goes to the rest of the pec there. And of course, we have the center guideline, which goes all the way down from the neck to the pelvis. And if you want to, this would be helpful for you guys. Where this circle is, go ahead and make a square just inside that circle. So it's gonna be a little bit of a rectangle shape, but that's fine, because this is gonna help you make your abs, right? Like so. Okay? And right here at the edge of this here square, you can do this. And so that'll create the V line, right? Now, you could also take this portion here and go like that, and that'll create a V line as well. So it all depends on what you want to do. Either way, this V line is going to connect right here to the area, right? So it'll connect there, and that's what it is. It's just a little trail that points that way. You could also do it here if you wanted to, and it'll, again, connect to that area. So you can do V-line here, or you do a V-line there as well. Doesn't matter. Now you do have the obliques, which are right here. Those are the muscles that cover your rib cage. And for those, I like to just do triangles. You can, from the very corner of the pec, kind of like where the nipple would be. So from the nipples down, just like that. That's like your guideline. You don't want to pass that for your obliques. So you'll get it. You can go like 1, 2, 1, 2. And then if you can fit a third one in there, fit a third one in there. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be symmetrical. Now, something I like to do, right, once we got that, from here, you can come down like this. Now, this isn't mandatory. This is completely optional. You missed a bit, so you gotta start over. Silly, silly, silly. You can rewind it. But what is it that you missed? What is it that you missed? Are you serious or are you joking? Because I'll explain it again if you need me to. While he texts back. Okay, joking. So funny. So in the middle of this line here, so we'll go right here, we'll make a little note, middle. You'll go from here to here, right where that circle is. Stop at the circle. Stop at the circle. All right, in case you don't know what that says. And do it right here too. So from the middle of that to the circle. And then you just trace that circle a little bit and the top of the square. And you just want to round it off like that. And you could curve it like so. Which we'll go over it in a bit. This is why we have two different color pencils here. Hello everyone who is joining in. We're doing a tutorial. If you missed anything, feel free to rewind it. And as long as you're watching, I think if the live stream ends, you should be able to still continue watching because you're already here. Now, with that being said, we have our square here inside the circle. And what you can do here is easily just make your indents like such, or like so. You'll do it like this. Like that, see? Now that's one way to do it, okay? Another way that I like to do it sometimes, because abs are different, right? Some abs look different. So you can curve it like that and come through, and you'll curve it in like this and curve it like that. And then this bottom one, you actually come out like that. And remember, you have a belly button right there. Okay? Is my buddy watching? Probably. He's not in here with me, but he is in the living room chilling. So, now we're going to grab our blue color pencil here. And if you want to, you can get your eraser or your kneaded eraser. Doesn't matter which one. But you get an eraser. And just go over it a little bit. This will clear some of that up. And see, we can see it still because we use that red color pencil. It's not going to erase all the way, which is fine. We'll get the blue pencil here. And all the lines that we like, we're going to go ahead and mess with it. So, right there, we got the trap lines. I like that. We're going to keep that there. There's two ways to work on these shoulders right here, okay? I'm going to show you this. I'm not going to show you a full arm because I can do arm tutorials later. But, so, your shoulder has 3 heads, right? So, your shoulder would be like that, essentially. And you'll have 1 head, 2 head, and then a 3rd head over there. So, if it was like this, it'll be 1 and 2. So that's shoulders. All right. So this is the first way to do it right here. You would come out like this, come down, and then curve it right there at that pec line. All right. You'll then get this and just dip it like that. Trace along here like so. Just give it a little flick up, and then obviously your bicep would go there, and then your tricep would come here, elbows, forearms, etc. Right? And then you could, if you want to, you can add a little bit of definition right there. So it'd be boom, boom, and then boom there. Okay, that's one way to do it. Second way to do it, right, depending on your style, what you're going for. Actually, you come straight across like this. Now, there's two different versions of the shoulders, right? If you're going for a more cartoony style, you can come down like that. And you just do this. And then right here, you would cut it. Right there. It's looking sick. Appreciate it. I've been doing this for a while. And then obviously the bicep and stuff would come there. Now from here, you'll connect your pectoral muscle there. And the same thing would happen here. So essentially this is like two different styles all in one. See, you have a little nippies right there. You come down with those obliques right here. We'll do this side first. And drop in with the V-line. Right here, you do a curve. Oh no! RIP. Drop it right now in the chat. RIP for the mechanical pencil. For the colored pencil. It unalive today. What a little traitor, bro. Couldn't hang. Oh, and it broke again. Don't you just love when your pencil breaks after you sharpen it? So great. It's so great. It's so amazing. All right, we got a nice and sharp pencil here. All right, get out here, you loser. You loser. You trash. All right. So, like we were saying, come across right here. All of this makes sense, but you still can't draw. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Go ahead and do the obliques over here on this side. And remember, this one does have a extra. That's just for this side, though. You can add an extra one here if you really want to. I'm not too worried about it. Now this, you'll curve it a bit in, like so. And then this will drop in with a curve as well. And then you'll have that extra V-line right there. That will taper with these abdominal muscles. Like that. See? So it's two different versions of anatomy that I'm showing you right now in like one go. Okay, so then over here, we can go ahead and put in that curvedness right there. We'll drop it in right there. 1, 2, 3. Drop that. Do a little 6 right there for a belly button. And then there you go. There's your superhero anatomy or a superhero chest. Take a screenshot. Do whatever you gotta do. All right. And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna get your red color pencil, and we're gonna do a standard chest. So this will be like your office worker, your nerd, anyone who's not big and muscular. You know what I mean? So like, for me, this would be a Captain America body, and this would be like a Spider-Man body, or like an Iron Man physique. You know, like a Bruce Banner physique. So what we're gonna do here is essentially the same thing, but different. It's same, but different. You know what I'm saying? If you know that movie reference, you're a real one. So what you're gonna do here is you're actually gonna make a square. just like that. All right. Now that you got your rectangle, it's not a square, it's a rectangle. Excuse me. You'll come down like this, down the center. You'll make your guideline for the bottom of your pec, wherever you want your pectorals to be. So we're gonna do it here, center line. Pec guideline. And the top of this would act as the guideline for the top of the pec. Now here, you go ahead and put your triangle for your bottom, right? Now this could be a superhero chest as well, but it all depends on how you want to do it. This is the oval technique. Oval, and over here we're gonna put your square. All right. Now right here, this is obviously where the shoulders would be, but instead of circles, we're gonna use triangles. All right. Kind of looks like a little Yoda. But enough of that aside. Right here, you're going to add the roundness. So it goes up to the triangles like so. And then right here, you'll draw your collarbones. So you're starting from the top and you're working your way down here. And then again, if you want to, you can do it just like the other ones. From here to the center line, which isn't gonna go too far. Obviously your circle will be here. So we could bring this up if you really want to. Bring that hip joint up. But remember, we don't want this too expanded. It's not a superhero. So we're gonna cut it down. Right? And then for like a human who is, you know, in shape, but not superhero fit, we'll do the nipple lines again. And then from right here, that's where this comes in, on this one. You'll come in like this. Right? Like so. And for the sides, there's two things you could do. You can either do 1 and 2, or you can do this little curving motion here, like so. And it just follows that. And then you can do 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? Because he's not in shape, right? So with that being said, you just bring this down and connect to that V-line there, which really wouldn't be a V-line, but just so you know, it's there. Right? So you got it like that. And then from the top of this triangle, you'll come up like this, right here. You don't want them too high like these ones, because this is a superhero chest. So the more muscular, the higher you go. The weaker, the lower. And then from right here, and then same technique as here, if you want to do it like that. Or you can just come straight out like this, and you go like that. You have your shoulder that goes straight up to your neck bone, to your trap muscles there that go to your neck. And then you'll just do a Y there, and you'll do a Y here, like that. So it's 2 different methods. Same outcome. Like I said, this could be a hero body. You can use this for like a Spider-Man or something if you really wanted to. Simple. You don't want this torso to be as detailed. So follow the KISS method, which stands for keep it simple, stupid. Right? You don't want to add a bunch of stuff. You don't want a bunch of definition. So you could go like that. You can bring it down here. Maybe do a little bit like that. You do your 2 right there. And you could, if you want to, go like that as well. You drop it in here, like so. And drop it in here. Your other method would be to follow it through with the curve there. Over here, you come straight down. Can I refocus? Yes. It's because it's trying to read my watch. So yeah, see? That's how it would come out there. So split down the middle. You got 2 different ways of doing it, right? 2 different ways. So it's really like 4 different ways because you come over here, straight down the middle. You get 2 different ways here as well. Two different ways, right? 4 different outcomes you can have with 2 different ways of doing it. So I'll go ahead and pick it up here. There you go. That is a quick male torso anatomy. So we'll put it on here, just some more so you can see it. Superhero. Office worker. This is like your McDonald's employee right here. But yeah, there you go. There's a quick little anatomy tutorial for you guys. What's the second line under the nipple? Which nipple? Would that be right here? Or over here? This is a guideline. This is just a guideline for your obliques. So right here, guideline. Regular. Oh, over here? What do you mean? Just right here? This is just where it's connecting. This is the ribs. So that's what this is hinting at. This is your rib cage. So this here would be the bottom of your ribs. Bottom of ribs. And it's above your stomach. So if you get punched right here, you're losing all the wind in your body. You might lose your lunch. You can only draw stuff like dragons and power abilities and stuff. That's pretty cool. Nothing like these? Well, hopefully these help. Hopefully these help you. I think I can draw dragons. I'm not really sure. I drew the Avatar. I drew Drake solely with Torok. And that came out all right. I didn't enjoy it, but I was capable of doing it. So, quick little tutorial for you guys. Easy Monday drawing. And think about what you guys want for, you know, tomorrow. And we can figure out what we're going to draw tomorrow on the live stream. I'm thinking about doing another Star Wars thing because I did do the commission for Darth Vader. So I'm thinking about doing like a Luke Skywalker or maybe a Han Solo or Chewbacca. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. I hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I will go ahead and release this later on as a regular video. Or I might just leave it the way it is because, I mean, it's not too long. It's pretty simple, not too complicated. And it could be helpful for some people later on. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful and beneficial. Peace out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Love you all, and bye-bye.